This video/stream is sponsored by Trader Central. Trader Central provides funding for traders, spot cryptocurrency exchange services, and access to trading tools like copy trade software, portfolio tracking, and a social platform exclusive for communicating with trader friends. Sign up now using the link in the description and get up to 30% off on your first plan.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing? Hope you guys had a great week last week. In this video, I want to talk about my analysis for USDCAD, USD Swiss Franc, and USDJPY. So I'll be starting off with USDCAD, and I'll be starting with the weekly time frame and work my way down to the 4-hour time frame. Now, on the weekly time frame, we can see that in the last few weeks that price has been bullish. And if you also notice as well that each of these bullish candles have had this wick going in either direction as well. So basically meaning that they've been a struggle within the last few weeks between buyers and sellers. But at the end of the day or at the end of the week, buyers were always very successful. And then this past week, they've been this very significant bullish move, as you can see by that's around this area, the 1.246 area, where price got to that area and quickly rejected off. A lot of buyers there pushing the price, even breaking through this resistance level around the 1.263 area as well. And from this, I expect the bullish run to continue, for price to continue to the top, at least getting to the resistance level around the 1.29 area. So that's what I'm expecting to happen this week, for price to get all the way up there. Okay, so but how will this happen really? Let's go down to the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, we'll be able to see what price is doing closely. Then we'll go down to the 4-hour time frame to see even a better view. So on the daily time frame, we can see price got down to this area around the 1246 area and then quickly rejected off, and then broke through this resistance level here and broke it strongly as well. So what I'm expecting is a continuation, but there may be a slight retracement before this continuation. So the price may retrace slightly back to resistance zone support around the 1.263 or 1.264 area, and then reject to the top or to the resistance level around the 1.29 area. And if we go down further down to the 4-hour time frame, that is what I'm expecting to happen. So but on the other hand, that may not happen, and price may just continue its bullish move without making any sort of retracement. So you have to bear that in mind as well. So even if price doesn't make any sort of retracement and continue during the week, there would always be a continuation pattern, maybe like price ranging for a bit. Maybe even if price moves to the top, it may just range for a bit and then give us an opportunity to move to the top. So that's if price doesn't go all the way back down. But if price does come back down, it will be a very good opportunity to capitalize on the move. So we will just take our trade when it gets here and be able to enter the market there and take profit there. And if that happens, we should be looking to gain say about 200 pips or 250 275 pips on that particular move, and we're risking maybe about 50 pips, so which is a very good risk to reward ratio. So you need to watch out for this trade if it does happen on USD CAD. So another way to trade this as well, if price doesn't go to the downside, is to trade this inside bar, which may be a bit risky, but you can also trade, especially if you're a day trader. What you can do is to put in your I would say the high and the low of that candle, of this smaller candle, and if price breaks below the low of this candle, then most likely price will continue to the downside, and that may just happen on the Monday, and then maybe from Tuesday, Wednesday, then you'll be looking for reversal patterns around here. But if price continues and breaks and closes on the 4 hour above this high, then most likely price may not continue to the downside, but rather will just continue to the top. So, and if that happens, let's say the next candle closes above this line here, above this upper level here, then we'll be looking to take our entry on the close around that area there. That's if price, again, that's if price doesn't fall down to test that support level. So let's say there, and then our stop loss will just be below the low over there, and then we'll be looking to gain about 170 pips on that move. So it's still a very good move and a very good risk to reward ratio as well. But again, a better move would be price coming back down there to test that area. But generally speaking, for USD CAD, I am bullish, and that's what I'll be expecting in the upcoming week as well. Next, I'm going to talk about my analysis for GBP Swiss Franc. And again, I'll start up with the weekly time frame for GBP Swiss Franc. Okay. So, and again, you just have to ensure that you have a proper risk management and that you're not risking a lot on these trades as well. Even if we have a high chance that price would move to the top side, to the upside, you shouldn't always just over risk and trading all your capital, because there is that possibility that the market would disappoint you and go to the downside. So you should always be careful and always take money when the market gives you the opportunity to take money out of it. Now, for USD Swiss franc, we can see that price has also been in the bullish run for the last 3 weeks, and just kept breaking previous resistance area. And then now we can see that price has broken this former resistance area around the 0.953 area, and then heading to the 0.96 area. That's where we are now. That's where price is heading to, and expect price to get there. And for my trade the previous week, you can see that is where my take profit is of 125 pips. When price gets there, I'm expecting price to break that level, but before that happens, there may be a retracement back to the 0.953 area before price gives us a bullish signal. So if we go down to the daily time frame as well, let's see if we can see clearly what's happening there. So initially, this was a trade I took on the 4-hour time frame, 100 pips to this resistance level here. When price broke strongly, I waited for price to retest the area, and then when price got to this resistance level, price came back to retest the area, entered my trade, and price continued to the top, breaking this previous resistance, which is basically what I'm expecting for this other resistance level here, for price to either continue to the upside here, gets there, comes back to retest this area, and then continue to the top, breaking it, and then retest, and then just keep taking the trade to the upside. So I think that this bullish run would continue, and but there may be a slight retracement before addition to the top. So basically, that's what I am seeing currently. And if we go to the 4-hour time frame, where we normally take our entry, again, this is what I'm looking at to be able to capitalize on this move. So this down move may continue, all right, and it may just continue all the way to this area here. And you can see that price tested it here and broke through it strongly, and then just was on it for some time before moving to the top. So price can come back down into this area before continuing to the top, possibly breaking it as well, retesting, and then continuing to the upside. Okay, now will price continue straight to the top, or will price just retrace when the market opens? So the way we can do that is to trade the inside bar. So the inside bar is a small baby bar here and the mother bar. You can see that this smaller bar is inside, completely engulfed by this bigger bar over here. And so again, what we'll do is to put our line just at the upper limit of the smaller bar, and then at the lower level, or at the low of the smaller bar. Okay, and then we would say that if price breaks below this low, or the next candle closes below this low, most likely price will continue to the downside and possibly continue back to this support area here. And if price breaks and closes above this area, then most likely price will continue to this support, to this resistance level over there. So if price breaks out, the next candle closes above this level, then price may continue to the top. Price may end up retracing back down here, or it may just continue and break through this and then retest it and then just continue. So price getting to the resistance level there doesn't always mean that price would would fall back down to retest. There may not be a retest where price gets to this resistance level, rather price may just break through it. And if price does break through it, then we can look to capitalize and enter our buy trades there as well. And then if price continues to the downside, what I'm expecting is for price to get to this level here and then reject off to the top, then break through the resistance level, retest it, and then continue to the upside. Okay, also note that there's the possibility that price may just continue back all the way down to this resistance level even before making it up. So anytime price gets to these key areas, we need to wait for confirmation and not just rush into the market or jump into trade there. We need to make sure that there is a what is called a reversal pattern, a reversal confirmation candlestick pattern, which for me would be that an inside bar, a pin bar, or an engulfing candle. Now I'll just quickly show you these examples here. And if we look at this area here, you can see when price got down to this level, it formed this candlestick pattern. This is a bullish pin bar. You can see the long wick here followed by this small bullish body. That's a bullish pin bar, and that's a confirmation that price would continue to the upside. So this is why I entered the trade here. Another one is this inside bar here as well, that you can see. Let me take this off and I'll show you the inside bar, and something that I've drawn here, but how you trade it. Okay, so this is basically the inside bar, and you can see that this is the large engulfing candle here, and it's completely in this smaller candle is completely inside this candlestick here. So I'll just quickly take this off for now. So you can see that so when you trade this, you just put your line at the high of this candlestick here, of the smaller candlestick, and then your lower line there at the other low of this candlestick here. Okay, and the plan is if price closes above this, or the next candle closes below this lower level, price will most likely continue to downside. And if price closes above this higher level, then price most likely continues to the upside. So that's what happened. You can see the next bullish candle has closed above that line. So if you were trading that market, for example, you would have just taken your trade from there. Okay, and then your stop loss would just be below this area, and you can see if that happened, you would have been in profit as well. So that's another way of trading the inside bar. All right, and yeah, so that's what we normally look at when we're trading inside bars. And for the pin bar, is basically direct. You can see the wicks there formed, and then you just place your buy trade when the candle closes there. Your stop loss will be below the wick. Okay, all right, and because you can see that it's just below the wick, and you can see that price tried to come down here to take us out but never did. And you can see it came again down to this level but never took us out. And then you put your stop loss usually at the next resistance level, or whatever resistance level you expect price to get to. So yeah, so this is what we are trading. And again, when market opens on Monday. That is the inside bar that I will trade again to capitalize on. The reason why I'm not going to trade this inside bar, instead I'll wait for price to get either to the top or to the bottom, is because the risk to reward ratio with this trade here will be very, very small. So it's a kind of a risky trade. So I wouldn't take it at all. So this has basically been my analysis for USD Swiss Franc. I'm expecting price to continue to the upside. There may be a retracement, and if price retraces, then we'll use that to capitalize on the market and enter at a very good price. So just make sure that you ensure proper risk management. Next, I'm going to talk about my analysis for USD JPY. Again, with USD JPY, I'll be starting off with the weekly time frame and work my way down to the 4-hour time frame. Now, on the weekly time frame, we can see that price has been strongly bullish for a very long time. You can see just price every week. Price has just been going to the upside, and it's been like that for the last month or so, and last couple of months. And price just kept breaking all the resistance levels that we've drawn out, and can see the latest resistance level around the 167 area that price broke through. Strongly bullish as well. If we go down to the daily time frame, we can see what has happened here. Okay. And this again can be traded. The inside bar can be traded on this candlestick pattern, as you can see, with price being placed at the high and the low as well. You can see the body of the smaller candle is inside the bigger candle here, and then we just see if once price breaks and closes above this area here, the most likely price will continue to the top, and if price closes below this level, then price may just continue to the downside. So that's how we'll trade this inside bar. I'm just going to change the color a bit so that we can just differentiate. Yeah, so when we go to the 4-hour time frame, you can see that I have drawn out this triangular pattern that seems to be forming, and what we'll do is just wait for price to break out of this range that is happening now. So you can see price is in this triangular pattern here, and just forming, and if price goes back there, what I'll be expecting is for price to break through this level, and I won't just enter straight. I'll wait for price to break this as well, possibly retest it, or even possibly retesting down there, and then continue to the upside. But if again we go to the daily time frame and we realize that the daily candle has broken and closed above this area, then most likely price will continue to the top. So you can just enter your trade there anyway, and then wait to capitalize on the move. So it may not be a very large move, but you can still day trade it as well. So say price breaks above this level and you decide to enter on the retest here, we can see that at least we'll be getting about 100 pips on this particular move, which is good. And I expect this 130.5 level to break as well, and price continue to the top. So this is what we'll be looking at for USD JPY. I'm also expecting price to be bullish as well in the upcoming week. But again, I would only be bearish if on the daily time frame this green line here breaks. So if you go back to the daily time frame, and this green line here that we've drawn on the low of this baby candle here, if the next daily candle breaks and closes below this level, then most likely price will continue to the downside, at least retrace to the downside. And if it does retrace to the downside, it will just be for a while, and normally the retracement, as you know would be towards the 50% or the 61.8% Fibonacci level. So if price does break this green candle there and continues to the downside, then I'm expecting price to either get towards this area here or towards this area here. Okay, that's the 61.8 fib level, and then we'll be looking to buy from that area and take price to the top. So that's how I would normally trade this sort of move. So you can see that this level falls around this support area at the 124.6 area as well. And then we can look to capitalize on it. So if I'm trading this break of this green line here of this inside bar, then this is where I'll be looking to take my take profits, just around this area down here. So this has basically been my analysis for the three USDPS, USD CAD, USD Swiss Franc, and USDJPY. I hope you found this video very helpful. If you have, kindly leave a like, and if you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe to the channel for more analysis videos. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great week ahead. Peace.
I can't forget the day we met. Your eyes so blue